Hello, everybody. I'm here with Don Roden, and he has a very powerful story to share about his health journey. So, hi, Don. How are you doing
Hi,
today?
I'm good.
Good. Well, I'm really excited about your health journey and the transformation you've been able to create as a possibility for yourself.
Yeah, it's been a very challenging one for me too. After I retired from the Air Force, like so many others, I gained a lot of weight because wasn't as active and changing jobs and things like that.
Hmm.
And as the weight came on and the exercising less, I went to my doctor. It's about 5 years ago now, I think it was, and was diagnosed borderline diabetic. And the doctor said, well, if you change your eating and exercise more, you can stay off the medication. And I tried that for a while. That didn't work so well. And, dealing with it, both my parents were diabetic as well. So, dealing with that.
What was that like?
And again, I didn't follow the doctor's directions and do the eating less and exercising more thing. And
Mm-hmm.
later on in the fall, the numbers were still up there. So I had to go on medication, taking metformin twice a day.
What was that like for you? Knowing, I mean, you saw your parents go through that. What was that like when you were hearing this from the doctors and just kind of coming to that reality?
Well, watching my mom give herself injections twice a day, before breakfast if I was there with her, or before dinner, but there was twice a day she had to give herself injection shots.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I don't want to do that. I don't like getting stuck with needles, much less me sticking myself with a needle, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
So, the medication, that was okay, but I didn't like my reaction to it. It just left a bad taste in my mouth, and I was always thirsty, and just, I didn't like what it was doing to me. So a lot of times I just wouldn't take it. Well, about 11 months after that, I was out with my wife, and my left foot was doing what was called a foot drop. I
Yeah.
couldn't control it. It was flopping, felt
Yeah.
like a clown's foot. And
Mm.
she goes, "Is that your foot?" I go, "No." Or she goes, "Is that your shoe?" And I go, "No, it's my foot." Why is that? Well, my blood sugars are a little high. That's usually a sign that I know they are.
Yeah.
And it was, it didn't get better after time. And she finally goes, "Okay, it's a Sunday afternoon." And she said, "We're going to the emergency room. Which one you want to go to?" So we went in there, and they took my some blood, and ran some tests, and my A1C was greater than 14, which I found out that's all the higher the machine went. Diabetic levels are 7 or greater. And so and my ketones were way off the chart. I had been drinking water like crazy, but was still dehydrated. So I got 1,000 cc's of saline and an insulin injection. And the nurse goes, "And you're seeing your doctor tomorrow morning at 9. It's not like, can you see your doctor tomorrow morning at 9? No, you're seeing your doctor tomorrow morning at 9 and starting insulin."
Yeah.
Okay. So from then on, for the next couple years, it was insulin once a day and the metformin twice a day. And again, it just made it worse. I didn't like what it was doing. I was eating breath mints like they were candy. I did the sugar-free ones, but still, it was just to try and get rid of the bad taste in my mouth. And I didn't like what it was doing to my body and having to do all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then a friend of mine told me about this program that he was doing, and he had lost nearly 50 pounds. And it was like, "Okay, what are you doing?
Who's
Tell me
that?
about
Who's your friend?
it." It's Les Hill.
Les
And he
Hill.
shared the program he was doing, and I said, "Okay, I'm in." And once I started it, within 2 weeks, my sugar numbers, I was still checking, and they were right where they were supposed to be for a normal person. So it was off the insulin and off the metformin. And that's over a year ago, and I haven't been back, and I've also lost 30 pounds
Wow.
and started training for running a marathon
Very cool.
and
How does
feel
it
really
feel?
good. I got a lot of energy, and it's just, it's changing the way I eat and changing what I eat, but it's really the changing the way I eat, eating 6 times a day and drinking lots of water. And I rarely, I might have pop once a month maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but I really don't want it. I drink lots of water now and eat every 2 to 3 hours and never really experience being hungry.
Very cool. How does it feel to
Wow.
be able to be off your meds?
Oh, fantastic. And I've told people as this went along is I'm going to do whatever it takes to not go back on them.
Yeah.
That's just what it is, because that experience, I didn't listen to the doctor the first time and avoid going on them. But now that I'm off, it's like everything to do to stay off.
Yeah. And Les has helped you learn habits that transform that and habits that are going to help you maintain that, right?
Yeah. Well, those of you that know both Les and myself, we've been very good friends. He was best man at our wedding, and 7 years ago, and but we talk every day now,
Mm.
and that's just a relationship. We've expanded it, and sometimes we talk about our health, and sometimes we don't, but we talk every day and have pretty much for the last year plus. And
Very
so it's
cool.
just really great having him in my life and sharing this with me and making that difference.
Very cool. Well, thank you for sharing this.
You're welcome. Thank you.